Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Blue Wolf Nerf. I wear blue, it's what I do, and Nerf is my thing too. Now, we're not at the usual table where I usually sit because it's got a ton of projects on it and just a bunch of Nerf junk, so I'm down on the floor today with all the other hundreds of Nerf blasters that I own. It's all good. I'm a little tired. Alright, today I'm going to be starting a new segment called Is It Worth It? Or just worth it, where I take a blaster that I've bought and I break it down and tell you guys whether or not it's worth the buy. So, to kick things off on our very first episode, we will be having one of the weirdest blasters Nerf has ever created, the Zombie Strike Rev Reaper. Now, the Rev Reaper doesn't have a trigger. It you pump the handle back and forth and that fires the darts. That's it. Between that and the fact that it has a mag welt in the top, which is weird, this blaster seemed like the obvious choice for this because it's just weird. It's just a really bizarre looking blaster. So, let's get it out of the packaging and we'll see what it does. Gotta snip these ties in here. Alright, there we go. There's the blaster, and it's actually pretty comfortable. This handle's a bit square, a bit weird, and this one's actually pretty comfortable. It feels like it should have a trigger, but every Nerf blaster that doesn't have a trigger feels like it should have a trigger, because every Nerf blaster should have a trigger. Oh gosh. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Obviously, you can. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me. This is really going to screw up my audio. All right. There's a few more things in here. There's the magazine that we will get out. All right. There we go. It's wrapped in barbed wire, guys. Like, not actual barbed wire, but it's molded to look like it's been wrapped in barbed wire. And is it a saw blade? There's a saw blade molded into that. Can you see that right there? Oh my gosh. This is just an accident waiting to happen. Alright. Just pop that in there. Yeah. We're gonna rev reap someone. This is hard, guys. I like this chain thing. That's very intimidating looking. It's a bit loose. Oh. Oh, that's fun. Look, there's a door on this side that does nothing. So you can't wield it upside down, otherwise the door opens. That's great. Alright, yes. Always remember to find your receipt. And let's talk a little more about price as I try and tear the darts out of their cardboard prison, as Drac would say. Oh, wait. I just totally ripped up the instructions. I think I'm funny. Now, yes, instructions, because it's very hard to learn how to use the blaster without instructions. You must read them all. All of them, okay? Important. Alright, so, I got this blaster on sale on Amazon for 15 bucks. 15 bucks. I don't know what it usually is, but it's definitely more than 15 bucks. I think it's more like 25 bucks. Now at that price, I'd seen these around and I thought, yeah, what the heck. I'll pick one up. And so, we're going to find out if that was worth it. Now, don't need this. Recycle your boxes, kids. We'll pull this mag out and load it up. Now, 15 bucks, this is a pretty good buy. It's a decent blaster, and it's mag fed and pretty much semi-automatic, but is it really worth it? That's what we're going to find out. I've heard the performance is weird, as well it should be, and a little inconsistent. But, you know, we'll see. Alright, load it up. Let's go. That's pretty impressive. That wall's a good 6 feet away from me. Okay, that third shot didn't fire for whatever reason, so I'm gonna have to hold it on that. Ooh, that wall's fighting back now. Guys, this is actually really fun. So, let's see, how many more shots do we have? 1, 2, a few more. So, it works. I mean, it does exactly what it's supposed to. It blasts Nerf darts. We're going to go out on the range, and I'm going to see how far it shoots and how accurately and stuff like that. But for close quarters, man. Oh, in the neck. Oh, that was awful. Oh, don't shoot walls right in front of you, kids. It's pretty good. Like, if someone's rushing at you and your blaster jams for whatever reason, there's a sling point. You could just sling that, have that at your side, and then just pump up a bunch of shots as quickly as possible. And it has magazines, so you can reload it really quickly, too. Let's do a reloading drill and see how fast that would actually be. I'm going to get some magazines, and then I'll meet you out on the range, where we will see how far this thing fires. Alright guys, so we are out on our range with the Rev Reaper. Now, I got a couple of cups set up down there. We just got the standard zombie strike darts it came with, loaded in it. Now, we'll see how well it fires. I'm going to start by aiming for that the first cup stack, so that first stack of 3. Ooh, just open. You can see what it means about the performance if you yank it really hard. They really fly. All right. Wow, my aim really sucks with this thing. So the pulling it back, like you have to do to operate it like that. Whew, that thing is loud. When you pull it back, it wants to kind of jerk to the side, and that's why they were curving off to the left. I got another mag in here. We'll see how well it performs. This is just a bunch of random darts that I found in my dart bin. A few Nerf darts, a few Adventure Force darts. We'll see how it does. All right, now I'm just gonna try and hit something. Oh, I hit it. It's not calling its hits. That's not fair. Man, this thing is weird. Yes, nailed it. First try. No. Dang, well, you could just intimidate the heck out of your opponents. That's it, 12 shots just like that. So, it is really fast at pumping shots off, and I'll grab the mag and reload while I talk. So, it fires most of the darts pretty well, actually. Got some good range. I'll pull it back farther and see how far this thing flings foam. Eventually, let me just put it in. But yeah, that whole pump thing, I don't think that's gonna work for me. It's just too weird. And again, I'll do a close range test and a long range test, so we'll see. Pump 6 shots off from both close range and long range, and see how it does. This is a 12 round magazine that came with the regulator, I believe. All right, so we're gonna get right up close. I'm gonna fire six shots. Oh, almost fell over. 6 shots as fast as I can. And it's going to be loud, but we'll see what they can do. All right, here we go. All right, I hit one somehow. It didn't fire on a couple of pumps, and I think that's just because... Oh, wow, okay. Well, apparently if you pump it really slowly, it comes out too. What? What? Did I jam it? I could have jammed it already. I did. I jammed the blaster, guys. Bummer. All right. So I was just trying to pump it really slowly and see if it still came out. Yeah, it's very inaccurate at close range when you're just revving like that. We're gonna go back farther here. I get about 6-7 shots left in this mag. And we're gonna see what kind of range this thing gets and how straight it shoots. Oh, it's just so weird that you have to pull it like this to reload it. All right, here we go. Ooh, that one went great. All right, and that's it. That's the mag. So that went pretty well. It's actually got good range. Not great range, but good range. All right, we'll see how fast it is to reload. So, all right, I'm firing. This one just dropped. That mag release is weird. It's a big square button with ridges. Not a great idea. And this magazine, oh, this magazine. All right, let's try that again. Ooh. Yeah, I know, I'm such a noob. It's actually pretty easy to reload. But the whole fact that you have to take your left hand and move it all the way back here and then bring it all the way up here to fire it, yeah, I might kill it. But something cool about this incredibly weird top magwell is you take one of the drums and put it in there. What? Yeah, there you go. You can see, like right on the back, it's clear, so you can see exactly how many darts you have left. You can do that on a normal magazine-fed blaster, but usually the magwell's down here, and this front part is in front of it, so you can't see it. But with this, you can shoot, and oh man, that just takes away all your vision. Well, you'll know how many darts you have, but you won't be able to see anything beyond that because you're gonna be looking right at your drum. So you're gonna have to fire this from the hip or maybe sideways. Yeah, that would work. Like sideways like this, just pumping shots off and then 25 shots. How intimidated would you be? Like someone comes at you with that. I wouldn't. All right. Shoot, well, let's send it back to the floor, where I will give you my final verdict. Is it worth it? The Zombie Strike Rev Reaper. Alright guys, so we just got back from range testing the Nerf Zombie Strike Rev Reaper. And now I'm going to give you my final thoughts and tell you whether it is not worth it. So, we're going to be honest. It's interesting. It's a very bizarre blaster. It's not like any blaster I've ever owned. That's saying something. I've owned a lot of blasters in my time, but as opposed to like a regular blaster that's pretty straightforward, there's a trigger. This one's semi-automatic, so you just pull this one down and then pull this one and it'll fire, and the mag well is right there. Super simple, super compact. I love this. This is the Nerf Doomlens Desolator. Great blaster. This one just changes it all up. This has no trigger. And the firing mechanism is in the front handle. You just pull it back. I'm trying to keep it quiet. It's not working. Trying to make it work. Yeah. So, the magwell, instead of being down here, which I don't know why they did this, they put it on top. On top. Like, I don't get if they were trying to save space. Or why not just have a side-mounted magwell like the Mediator or the Raider? It would have made a lot more sense. But now they put it on the top, and it has the distinction of being the only Nerf blaster so far to have a magazine inserted in the top. It has a top magwell. Okay, that's not true. The Deploy had a top magwell, but it was never meant to be a top magwell. It flipped over to the side, but it still worked. It's weird. I'm getting off topic though. Back to the Rev Reaper. Does this make it a bad blaster that it's so unique? No. It definitely has its uses. Like, there's a sling point right down here. If I were to run this blaster, it'd be just like this with probably no more than a 10 mag, so this would be fine. Maybe something a little less. And I'm wearing a 1-point sling right now. This is a Nerf blaster strap I got on Amazon for like $2. It was on sale. And then you just take the little clip. And it might not work. I don't know if this is going to work. Could it be bad? Could I not even be able to do... No, we're good. All right. So I just clip it there. Drop it. Let it hang at my side. Like that. I'd be using a bigger blaster, probably my Nemesis as a primary, just coming through and hosing down rounds. When that one was empty or it jammed and someone comes charging at me with like a sword or something, I could grab this and swing it around and just pump up a couple of shots, eliminate them, and then get back to hosing them down with my Nemesis. And in that respect, it would work really well. This is a very good secondary blaster. Are there better secondary blasters? Yeah. Like, the Rough Cut is the best secondary blaster of all time. I'm sorry, guys. It's just so messy. I'm not going to be able to find anything. I wish I could show you. I can't. Here, I'll show you an iron fire. There. Happy? Don't buy this blaster. This is garbage. Anyway, we're off topic yet again. So, is the Rev Reaper worth it? Now, an important thing to take into consideration is the price and a few other things, like it's loud, ridiculously loud. So if you're going for stealth, no. No. It's comfortable. The ergonomics are okay. It's inaccurate. So at long ranges, it's not going to be your best friend, but that's not what we're using it for. We're using it for when someone gets too close, you just pump a couple of shots off at them and we'll be good. Is it worthy of a primary blaster being your first choice blaster? I don't think so. And if that's how you roll, then I'd steer clear of this one because there's so many better magazine fed primaries, like semi-auto. Okay, you're not going to get a faster rate of fire than semi-auto. You point and you click a couple of shots off. This when you pump a couple of shots off, and yeah, just go with this if you're a primary person. But as a secondary, I'd still probably just run this. However, this is an option. I don't know why you'd pick this over a semi-auto blaster, and that's where it gets interesting because this is good, but these are smaller semi-autos, like the Strife compared to this, like it's the Strife. Now, this one's considerably cheaper at $15 by about $5. It beats out a Strife, and it definitely beats out a Desolator. It's usually $25 at that point. It's not worth it. But at $15, this is a pretty affordable option for a secondary. So, my verdict for $15, I think the Rev Reaper's worth it. Some people are going to disagree with me, especially because there are a lot of people who don't like the Rev Reaper because it's inaccurate, but I think it's worth the shot, and that honestly is why I got it in the first place. So, that is my review of the Rev Reaper. I think it's worth it, just to recap, because of that sling ability. Just pull it out, pump a couple of shots off, and it does its job. You drop it right back down to your side and keep on nerfing. Don't use it as a primary. It's probably not going to help you much. Thank you guys for watching. Leave comments in the comment section below. Oh, and I said I'd have a signature sign off, so I will see you in the next one. Dude, you can't see them. It's YouTube. Oh. Well then, I guess you'll see me on the next one. That works. Yeah, that works. Because they have to see me. That's the whole point of the video, is they see me. I can't see them, but they can only see me. That'll work.